welcome back to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. The rushing numbers for Gaskin last week. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
Yeah, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And they're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big completion there on 3rd and short keeps their opening drive alive.
Not only alive, but plenty of possibilities now. 1st and goal, and you know me, I'm a big advocate. If you're going to throw the ball, throw it early in the down and distance count.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory, or might he go for it?
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Miami. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. Got a man here. It's Wilson. And he's brought down after a very nice game. A big play there for the Dolphins.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays. And now they've got their backs to the goal line.
So 3 plays already, first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gaskin will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. So it was the passing game. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
A nice substantial run there by Gaskin, who was the Dolphins' leading rusher in 2020. 584 total yards in just 7 starts and got stronger as the season went on. Not bad for a 7th-round pick in 2019. He was drafted number 234 overall that season.
Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And all the way down to the 9. It's a big play there for Miami.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be second and goal. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? For the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And we all remember when Devontae Parker was drafted, a first-round pick out of Louisville. Really hit his stride in 2019 with 1,200 yards. Numbers dipped a bit last year, but he can be a real dependable target for Tua Tagovailoa.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have broken our tie as they take the lead. Good throw there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34.
Credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they start the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this
down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Myles Gaskin, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try to protect this lead?
My cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now we have Jackson slow to get back on his feet. Appears to be shaken up. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge. I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's got some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Over the middle, complete. It's Wilson. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin taking it in from 2 yards out. So now we're in the final minute of the game in the 4th quarter as this offense gets ready to take over. Back to throw is Tua. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. The clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. A 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you...
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong whenever...
Today, from Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Tua Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. The run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with the runs like that, and then some. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The rushing numbers for Gaskin last week. He hit pay dirt so many times we almost lost track. Every time we turned around, he was in the end zone.
And those weren't all just 1-yard plunges either, partner. I mean, he ripped off a few long jaunts as well.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Calling a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be third and about a foot or 2. This is Gaskin on the carry. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The stop there on third, they could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on first and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum plan. Go quickly and attack them, because right now, they probably have their...
Now Brian Flores going to take a chance here as he'll throw the red challenge flag. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ethan Carter, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, these guys scored touchdown after touchdown in that win a week ago, so how do they come out this week? Same way. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. After the Long touchdown drive we just saw. You wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Gaskin. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Here's Tua. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Tua now on 1st down. Finding some room at midfield. And he gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half-step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Catch made right side by Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And got his man complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Tua now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. Jalen Waddle, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, their defense did the job. They got the turnover on downs. Now what can the offense do as they take possession? From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some room to maneuver. Nifty move. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but
the Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 121 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. Touchdown, Dolphins! Jalen Waddle, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Dolphins get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided, but you know who...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for Miami. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP, Julian Edelman.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now, because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. So this offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. On first down, Johnson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Johnson again on second down. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Myles Gaskin punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins... After a good punt, this offense will start with tough field position inside the 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. On play action, here's Tua. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. They'll try and run down some clock with Johnson. 53 yards on the ground for him so far.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Another example right there of why quarterbacks get nervous when Yannick Ngakoue is getting ready to rush them. 37.5 sacks in 4 seasons at Jacksonville. But last year, he split time between Minnesota and Baltimore and put together 8 sacks. Then he signed with the Raiders back in March.
Now they go for it. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off of play action, Tagovailoa forced out to his left. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Play action, now it's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Partner, it's often that man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield, those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
That catch good for only a couple. 8 yards to go on second down. Tua sets up to pass it. On the move to his left. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On first down, Tagovailoa finding Gaskin underneath, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Miami, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile,